our Parsha describes one of the greatest miracles that ever took place, the splitting of the sea. It was such an awesome event that our sages tell us that even the most simple maidservant had a greater prophetic experience at the splitting of the sea than the greatest prophet, than Yechezkel ben Buzi. And yet the Talmud tells us something very, very strange. It says it is as difficult for God to provide sustenance for a person as the splitting of the sea. It compares these two. The splitting of the sea, we know, was an incredible miracle. What is so miraculous about providing bread? It's such a mundane thing. Moreover, what does the Talmud mean that it's as difficult for God to provide food, sustenance for somebody as the splitting of the sea? Nothing is difficult for God. He created the world, He created the universe, He can do anything. There is no difficulty before God. How do we understand this concept? How do we put it together? And perhaps this is the explanation. We read also in this parasha that Hashem provided the Jewish people with manna, a miraculous food that fell from heaven. The Jewish people would say a special blessing on it. Hamotzi lechem min hashamayim. God, you provide us bread from the heaven. But the Torah emphasizes many times that the giving of the manna, although it was to provide sustenance, was also to test the Jewish people. What was the test? Because the manna fell every single day. And the rule was you were not allowed to leave over manna from day to day. What was the test? The test was to see whether you believed that there was going to be manna tomorrow. If you go to the store and you buy a whole supply of bread, you know that you've got bread for tomorrow, for the next day, for the week to come. Perhaps you've got a whole store of food. But when your food only comes every single day, that creates within you an enormous tension, an enormous sense of doubt. Am I going to have food tomorrow? And Hashem said to Moshe, tell the Jewish people, don't leave over the manna. I promise you that I will provide it for you tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. And of course there were people who didn't believe it. And they left over the manna. And when they looked at it the next day, it had become rotten, it had become wormy. But there were many who had faith and believed that yes, Hashem is going to provide for us. That was the test of the manna. Now we can go back to the splitting of the sea. And Rabbeinu Bachaya, one of our great sages, tells us something absolutely amazing. We have this vision in our head that the sea split from one end to the other. But says Rabbeinu Bachaya, that's not what happened. The Jewish people stepped into the sea and it split a little bit in front of them. And then they would take another step and a little bit more would split and a little bit more would split. So that every step that they took was a test in faith. Was the sea going to split? Or perhaps it was going to crash back together again. And in this way, that is the comparison between the splitting of the sea and the bread. Every step that they took was a test. Every day is a test. Are we going to get bread the next day? And that's what it means. It's as difficult for Hashem to provide sustenance as the splitting of the sea. Not that for Him it is difficult, because nothing is difficult. But from our vantage point, this is how we looked at it. It was difficult for the Jewish people to take their plunge, because anything could happen. They don't know. They had to put their entire faith into Hashem. Do you really have faith? And that's what the Talmud says. You cannot compare a person who has bread in his basket to somebody who doesn't have bread in his basket. The first person knows, my bread is provided. I have what to eat tomorrow. The second person doesn't know if he's going to have anything tomorrow. And that is the greatest test of faith. And Hashem calls upon us, believe in me. I'm going to provide for you. Just as I split the sea, I will give you your sustenance. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.